I'm here with backwards clock, so it can only mean one thing. It is fan formula time. Right, got the questions with me. Let's get started. Right, what is it that I love about the sport? There are so many things I love about Formula One. I love how passionate and enthusiastic we all are over 24 cars and drivers. People always ask me why I'm so interested in Formula One because it's just a bunch of cars driving around, but it's so much more than that. It's the speed, the sheer power of the engines, that sound just blows you away. The amazing smell, the atmosphere, whether you're, at the race live watching it or, watching it from the comfort of your own living room, the technology and the brains behind these incredible pieces of engineering. So the next person to say to me that Formula One is just a bunch of cars driving around, I'm going to beat you to a pulp. So you have been warned. Right, okay, what do I hope this season will bring? Many exciting races, hopefully a close battle for the championship that gets decided in Abu Dhabi. No particular reason, not that I'm going there or anything. Wouldn't mind seeing Sebastian Vettel being crowned world champion while I'm there. Just putting that out there. 2010 was such an exciting season, so it would be great for another repeat of that. Right, you may know that I support Mr. Sebastian Vettel, but for those of you who don't know the story behind my reason for supporting him, listen up. I remember watching the 2007 US Grand Prix. It was Seb's debut race as he was standing in for Robert Kubica because he had that awful accident in Canada. And he didn't race as a precaution just to make sure that he was fully okay because it was one hell of a crash. Back in the ITV days, the camera focused on Sebastian Vettel, and I remember thinking to myself, who the hell let this 12-year-old drive? He just looks so young. So I always kept my eye out for him. And then, of course, Monza 2008 came, his first pole position and his first win. After the race, I turned to my dad and I said, look out for him because he's going to be something special. And here he is, double world champion. Yes, he is a very attractive guy, but that's not why I support him. It helps, but that's not the reason why. To me, he's my hero, so he's not that bad. Right, let me move on from being so soppy. Next question. If I could be in charge of Formula One for the day, what 3 rules would I put into the sport? Ooh, this is so hard. What rules would I put in? Instead of a drive-through penalty or stop-and-go penalties, or the other nonsense that happens after a race with the stewards inquiry and all of that, I would have a driver sin binned, like in rugby, and they have to go, if they do something wrong on track, they have to go back to the garage and sit in the garage for 10 minutes, and then they're allowed back on track. So if they've been lapped, which is inevitable that they will have, then tough. You shouldn't have done what you did in the first place. It will teach them all a lesson. I think that would be a pretty good rule, if I say so myself. I shall also make it mandatory that the winner of the race has to do a naked lap of honour around the track, and if they don't do it, they will be reported to my office immediately. No, let me be strictly professional because I am. Last rule would be maybe like a reverse grid like they do in the BTCC. Just to see what it would be like. It would probably be rubbish, but there's no harm in trying. Bonus question. We like a good bonus question. If I was a team principal, what 2 drivers would I have? Lewis Hamilton and Felipe Massa, because it would just be hilarious to see them both fighting over being number 1 within the team. So that'd be quite comedic, and we all like that here at Fan Formula. No, I'd sign Sebastian Vettel and who else? and Jenson Button, just because Jenson seems to be the only one at the moment that is keeping Seb on his toes, so it'll be interesting to see them both in the same car and battling it out. So there we go. There's this week's fan formula entry. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall see you next week for more interesting and maybe comedic answers. Bye, guys.